ever. I had so much fun collaging and playing with my collage things in my last video that I did when my grandson Daniel joined me. So today I'm very excited. I'm going to collage 4 postcards which are with Halloween things. I bought myself this little, it's a photo album from Temu actually. It's quite cute and the postcards fit in there so I can keep them nice and safely like that. You can't see because the light is making it shine. So I'm very pleased with that. If you're interested in this, I will put a link, but it's from Temu South Africa, so I hope that it would then go straight to your Temu wherever you are. I'm just looking for my glasses. So I've taken images from this cut and collage book by Bridget, and at the back of her pages there's often other papers, so I've collected and kept the offcuts from some of these back pages as well. So I'm excited to see if I can use that. It's not just Halloween stuff in here. I think there have been quite a few page throughs of this book. So I'm going to be using those images. And then I will also use some background paper from this book that I paged through the other day. And I thought some of the more plain, this sort of textured or Halloween-y type of pages, I'll see what I need as I get there. So I'm excited to start and hoping to be in screen. So I have sort of separated these into larger images and smaller ones. I don't know why he landed up in the smaller ones. So I think I must take them out so they don't shine for you all the time. So I've got all the smaller ones here and a very teeny tiny little bat that I might even need tweezers to pick up. I'm not going to get it. There we are. Tiny bat, little skull, and then I've got the slightly larger images here. Don't want them to get too muddled up, so I'll have a look at what I've got. And then the background papers here, the offcuts. So I think let's start with the first one. So I definitely know I want to use him, and I was thinking that he would work well this way round. So I'm going to start with him and I'm going to collage that this way. Do you think he will look nice with the orange pumpkins, or should I get a different kind of a... this picture I didn't like in the book particularly, so I just kept the background paper. I love it actually that there's that option. What does he look like on there? If I did that and some of this. You know what? I think I'm going to use this. I particularly like one of these with him. I mean, he goes so well on that orange, doesn't he? I'm going to pull off just a strip of this one. Make sure it's wide enough. I have a metal ruler like this on my Amazon wish list that's got the cork at the back. I'm quite keen to get. Do you also have an Amazon basket absolutely overflowing with things? So if I put that, I want maybe... Yeah, I don't want too much of the black. So I think There we are. And I think I'm going to glue that just like that. It's so much fun. I've got this desk here and it's my art place. And the thing is, it's not very big, and I love both watercolors and gluing, and the two don't go together very well on my desk. So I've been doing watercolor, 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 and I've been feeling like gluing for ages, but sort of not wanting to remove the watercolor stuff. So I finally kind of decided, okay, this is it, hun, now you're doing it. And I'm so excited to be gluing again. So there we have that. And then I think that these will actually go quite well. That's the wrong side. It's also the wrong side. Let me see what I've got of this. That could go quite nicely across the top. If I just tear it along there. Waste not, want not, they say. So if I put that there, let's do some patchwork here. Might not have enough of the pumpkin. Also have this, no, that's too pale. This is quite a nice piece. I really like this pumpkin paper. And take some of, I really like this paper. It's near the back of the book. Nope, it's not near the back of the book. Oh, I hope it's not a back page. No, just this paper. I really like this one. I'm going to tear a piece of this. Because I think it's quite useful. So if I help, what do I do? Okay, so this must go down first. Over here. I want to try and stick it underneath this. I didn't think this through very well. Luckily, it hasn't stuck down solidly yet. It takes so long sometimes with doing these things. I think I could spend the whole video just doing backgrounds. I should have maybe done them off screen and just done the decorating with you guys. But I thought maybe you'd like to watch me do the backgrounds. I hope that you do, and that you're not just shouting at me. Okay, and then this now needs more glue. So let me give it some help. And I wanted to also do some glue to this bit here. There we are. I think that's not a bad background, actually. Just need to cut it and make it all right. So where are my scissors? So there, that's done, and now I can put this little guy down. I think he actually looks really nice against the orange. I'm quite excited about that. I like the background, and we can glue and get him down. There we are. pleased with him. Just using my little tool and making sure that he's burnished and properly sticking down. And then I want to try and just do it on the other side as well to make sure it's securely there. And let's just cut off the extra bits here. There we are. He's cute. I like him. What shall I put with him? A spooky dragonfly. I didn't do any spiders or anything because I do not like spiders. How about that on his shoulder? I like that. Like that. And shall we make him funny? He's so serious, and put a red bow on his head. I like that. He's saying, leave me alone, don't do that sort of thing that his sister did to him. His sister said, oh, stop being so miserable. Look how pretty you look like that. Or shall we put a little teeny weeny ghosty here saying, hi, come and play with me. Actually like the ghost better. I like the ghost and I like the crow. I'm going to have a sip of tea. So now I quickly need to just cut these out. Okay, well that was a mission and a half to cut out. I cut out his little, I missed the one claw. I mean, I actually amputated it by mistake, but I'm going to glue it on separately. So let's put him like that. I did use my ink just around the edge and on some of the white bits just to make sure that all the white was covered, because I do want this crow to be all black. Don't break any more claws now. I'll have to be very careful. Where did I put my tweezers? Just going to use the tweezers here to help me a little bit. There we are. Let's put him there right against the eye. And then where did that claw disappear to? Oh, there it is. Heavens alive. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. No, that's the wrong side. Let's just put it on the glue and see how we do. Put it on the glue and see how we do. I don't think it's sticky at all. This is a mission and a half for one little claw, and now I can't remember which way around it went. It was here. You know what? I'm leaving it off because I think it looks fine without it. And I think I'm just going to mess it up if I put it on. I'm going to go on the other side here to try and pressy that one down. There we are. And Mr. Ghosty, are you going to fly at his head? Shall I ink around the ghost? I wonder. Some little, I'm not the world's best fussy cutter, let's face it. I don't know, my ink always seems dry to me. Now I'm getting it everywhere. I didn't want it. No, I've stuck this all in the glue. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. On his shoulder, on his head. I've been binge watching this Too Stupid series, but I love watching funny things. When the one is this, it's an old series called Monk. Have any of you watched it? It's like, I don't know, I think from the 1990s or something. There, I think that's quite nice. It's this sort of, I need something there, or don't I? What would I put there? A candy. What else have I got? Those are big candies. That kind of matches the mood, but it's maybe blends in too much. Shall we give him an ice cream? Not sure the purple, although maybe that works quite well. Not sure. I quite like that candy there. I'm just going to do it. Let's just glue it. Let's just glue it down. Start on this side. There we go. And we've got one done. He's cute. Shall I round his corners? I have this corner rounder, which is not the world's best. Hope and hope and hope that it works. Not too bad. Another Temu buy. I love Temu. I know it's not maybe everybody's favorite, but for me, with a very limited budget and postage and everything being a huge issue, it really is a lifesaver. So there we go. I do wish I could send out postcards to you guys, but our postal system doesn't work, so I can't. I would have to send things courier, and that's not happening. That's cute, isn't it? I'll find some sentiments just now. I'm quite thrilled with it, actually. All right, let's do number 2. Maybe we'll just do 2 postcards so that this video is not too long. Shall we do one? I'll do another long one. Let's look at the big images. He's too big, I think, or maybe not. I like that. Also like this. I like this trick or treat. And I love, absolutely love this owl. I think I'm going to use that. Maybe I'll use that with this. I think that's my main image. I think our owl is listening to some music in the night. Don't think that works quite. Nope. Let's see. I love these. Maybe the owl is down here and there's a spooky lantern up there. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. And they're outside an old pub somewhere. So I like that idea. Okay, let's move those away and find some backgrounds. Shall we use the same backgrounds? Nice, actually. That's awesome. I'm going to use that there. Whoops. Where did that go to? There. Just chop that quickly. And this time I'm not going to just give it a little extra room in case. I'm not going to glue it until I found my other piece. So you see, I bought one of these that Nicole uses. I absolutely love it. It's the best thing ever. So we're not going to use our pumpkins. We might use some of that, but No, let's use a different one. This doesn't really go. I do like this though. I love it actually. But it doesn't go with that. Let's look in this backgrounds book. Put this to the side so I can see what I'm working with. Got that green. And there's leaves. It's quite nice actually. Love the pug. Sorry, I've gone quiet. This always happens to me when I'm looking at things. Like I kind of half wonder about just doing a hole instead of using these, doing the trees. I wonder if that wouldn't work quite nicely, even that side. I think that could be quite pretty. Do the bottom part of the trees, so it's sort of semi-autumn, semi-Halloween. I wonder if I should tear the whole page out. It's going to be easier to cut that. Maybe I won't. It's easier to keep them when they're in the book. So how big is this? If I cut it, if I tear it along here. There we are. Just hold this down tight, Eliza. Oh, so we've got two choices because these are double-sided. Really like that. So let's just have a play. If we did that. I think I preferred him on this side. Where's he going to disappear? I don't know, I quite like that. Well, after so much time spent doubting myself and trying this and trying that, I glued it on like that, and I'm going to glue him like that because I think it works quite well with him in the night sky. I want to just ink around the feathers here. Do any of you guys wear that sort of style of a, or you're probably younger than me, so it doesn't matter, but with a pair of trousers and then a like a 3/4 length dress over that, or not? I got this really cute sort of summery, it's got 3/4 sleeves, but it's a nice thin cotton, like an Indian style tunic dress almost, that is immensely comfortable and nice and cool for the summer, and I'm of an age where I don't show my arms, so that's perfect for me, but it's just below my knees and I would like it to be a little bit longer, so I was thinking that it would look quite nice with a pair of trousers underneath it, but I can't figure out what style pants to buy. So if you ever wear that, or if you have some ideas, maybe send me an Amazon link so I can see what you're talking about, if you don't mind. And then I can look for something similar here in South Africa. Because I just can't figure out what style to get. So there we are. Okay, let's try gluing. I think that I'm going to actually use my art glitter glue here because this is so fragile. So, there we go. Very gently. Oopsie. And I think I must do this on the other side. I love the African word for the other. It's the lappa side. It's a Xhosa word. Always think of the dirt on the lappa side. Now we've got some smushed glue there, and I do have a wet wipe. Just going to wipe up. There we are. He's lovely. I like him. I must just cut that off there. Go away. All right. And now I was going to put a light. What happened to my light? Don't want another little ghost. There we are. Put it on that side. It actually looks too big. I like him just like that. Actually really just like him. I think if I've got a sentiment, I just need to find some nice sentiments. I'm going to leave that like that. I really like that. What do you think? Let's do the corners. Shall we do one more or shall I call it a day? I think maybe this video is going to be long enough. In you go. It's a bit damp from the glue. I'm glad this corner cutter is working nicely now that these pages are a bit thicker. I tried it before and it didn't cut so well. What have I done? Oh, there's my inker. This really does finish it off. I wish I could send these to somebody, but still I can give them to my grandchildren to give as Halloween cards to the teachers with some candy or something. Speaking of candy, what is your favorite candy? If you've got to this edge of the video, what's your favorite candy? It doesn't have to be for Halloween. And I would love to know, do any of you know of a magazine that has candy ads in? One of my en masse books is for candy, one of my en masse pages, and I struggle to find that. I'm going to keep wondering if I should outline this in white. I can actually get rid of it quite quickly, so let's try. With white gel pen. Actually, do you know what? That looks quite nice. I'm going to do that off camera, so you don't have to be bored and watch. So we've reached another day, and I've done 2 more backgrounds off camera, and I'm just speeding this little bit up a bit so that the video is not too long. The backgrounds on this one are also from that book and from some of the cut off paper. And I'm playing around and trying to decide what to use, and I quite like this layout. I love these kind of ads that are in that ephemera book. I think they're really cute, and I love the Halloween kitty sitting on the pumpkin. So he's going there, and I think that goes quite nicely with the other kitty cats in the paper. So I hope that works. I've also found some sort of Halloween type sayings and things that I actually, I bought a few on Etsy, and then I don't have a color printer, so I've printed them in black and white, and I'm going to use them after having colored them all in. As you can see when you see them, I've colored some of them in with color pencil and some of them with alcohol markers and some of them with water-based markers, just for fun. So I'll be using some of those on the postcards as I go along. I'm just adding 2 little pieces of candy here. I'm not altogether sure that I made the right choice to add this candy. It might just be a bit of an overkill. But anyway, it is what it is, and I've done it. I always second guess myself when I do these things, but I have had such a lot of fun making these postcards. Really enjoyed them, and I'm just sorting something out. Some of the fussy cutting, there's a little bit of white left there. And we're ready to glue it on. So we've got the one piece of candy, the lolly, and the other piece of candy, all ready to glue, and on it can go. So I think that does help a little bit. It sort of gives one something else to look at on that piece of the postcard. Now I've got all these sayings, and to decide, I looked through quite a few of them, and I'm just trying to decide which little sentiments to put on there. I liked the midnight moon, I liked black cat, and I think that's quite apt. I am finding my tweezers very useful at the moment. My fingers don't want to work so well, so they're quite nice for the fine things. So I'm happy with black cat, putting that down there. Okay, and we've got another little sentiment that I've just cut in half and I've just inked, and now I'm going to glue on. And that one says haunted house. So I hope you like that. And then I just need to round the edges of this one, and then we've got one more postcard to do, and then we will have done 4. So rounding the edges, and then I'll ink on them. I think I'll do that off camera. Now we're on to our last postcard, and to try and decide what to put on this and which way is up. I've used sort of cut-off pieces, and I like the background, so choosing some things. Always so much fun. I must say this book's got really cute images. Oh, I like him. He's really cute. But I really, really want to use the gramophone. I just love it. Not sure if everything's a little bit too purple, but I kind of like that layout. So I'm probably going to go with that. And then let's see if we use anything else. Oh, what about our dragonfly and our eyeball? Which way round? Yikes. Such a spooky eye, it's floating in the air. I think that's the way around. Let's just quickly ink around it so it looks more solid and finished. And edgier. An edgy eyeball. Ooh, hello, Mr. Spooky Thing. Whoa, looking that way, looking this way. Which way is up? All right. And let's get gluing. So I really can faff this way and that way. I'm not quite sure if I made the right choice with the dragonfly, but I like it otherwise. And what sentiments are we going to use? Let's see. I like the midnight hour, cast a spell, wicked witch, spider's web. It was actually quite fun colouring them in because I had an idea of what colour I'd made my postcards. So in a way it was almost easier than having the set I bought was just sort of all in coffee colour. So I've used this hocus pocus there. And then let's see what next. So I've just cleared up a bit of the mess, and I've decided to use my teeny little bat to fill up a kind of an empty space there, and I think he does add quite a lot somehow. It's interesting that that little bat adds a lot there. And I've finished the 4 postcards, and I'm quite pleased with them. So I just want to lay them out for you. And most of all the ephemera was taken from the Collage and Cut Autumn ephemera, and the backgrounds from the autumn and Halloween themed backgrounds and papers. Some of the backgrounds were from the background pages of the autumn ephemera. So here are our postcards, and I really hope you like them. There's the first one with the eye, and then we just need to zoom out for this. And there we are. I really hope that you like them. I had a lot of fun creating them, and I hope that you've also been enjoying creating alongside me, and that you will be having fun with all of your Halloween goodies. I wish you a wonderful, happy, and crafty week sounds weird, but a wonderful, happy, and creative week ahead. And I really want to thank you so much for watching, and please ask you to click that little like button and maybe share the video with a friend. Bye-bye now.